What's going on, guys? Your boy Matic here, back with another video. And today we're back with part 2 of removing and redoing your headliner. And I'm gonna be showing you guys today how to get your headliner looking as good as new. Let's do it. And if you guys were wondering, the products I used in this video, one of the ones was this 3M Super Trim Adhesive, the 19-ounce bottle. This works really well. I highly recommend this one. Along with, I've seen a lot of people use this kind, so it's definitely the right one to get for when you're doing this. And I'll also be linking this and the material I used for the headliner in the description. Now let's get back to it. Alright guys, now we're on to the more exciting stage. So now we're gonna get rid of this cloth here off of the headliner. What I got stuck on there is staples, just to keep it up. It was flying everywhere when I had it. But now we're gonna get ready to get those out. So then after that we can get the cloth out. So let's get to it. I'll just use a knife to get those staples out. Just like that, I got everything out. So as you guys can see, also I'm just holding the headliner by 2 chairs, and then I also got a bucket under there just to catch any of the fabric or the fuzzies that we got under there, or the padding. And that's pretty much like my trash there. So now let's get this cloth out here. Now we got the whole cloth out, and now we can move on to the next step. Alright guys, now that we got the fabric off, since we're going to be applying a new foam, we want to get rid of this old foam. And what we're going to be using is just a regular scrub brush. You could get these at like a Dollar General, that's where I got mine, or a dollar store, anywhere. But we just need a rough brush so we can get down to the cardboard of this headliner and get rid of this whole foam. And also guys, you can use a shop vac or a vacuum. That's what I'm gonna be using to make sure the foam doesn't go everywhere. You could probably empty it out through this hole since we have a bucket under there, but just to be cautious, I'm going to use also a shop vac. Hey guys, make sure you take your time with this. You want to make sure you get everything off of the headliner, and you get it down to that cardboard, and just take your time. It might take an hour or two, we'll see. my boy Nick right here, man. Alright guys, now that we got all of the old foam off, now we got the new cloth for the headliner, and you could choose whatever color you like or whatever material. I just went with gray just because it best fits my car and it's gonna definitely set the tone. So now we're just gonna lay down the adhesive and we're gonna go piece by piece. So we'll do half here of the front of the headliner and then the other half of the back of the headliner. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so some tips and tricks for applying the fabric and cutting it. First off, you want to size up the fabric and make adjustments to keep it evenly spreaded. We want to make those adjustments to make sure we give enough slack for when it comes time to fold the extra over the back of the headliner. Folding it also makes it last longer, and I say that because the folds will be sandwiched between the headliner and the roof of the car, which will not allow the drooping to happen as easily. So secondly, on the bottle of the adhesive, it says to put multiple coats, but when you apply the adhesive, you're only spraying it on one time while spraying one direction to another, like when you do it like left, right, and up and down. You also have to spray the same way on the back of the fabric, but after spraying, give a few minutes for the adhesive to settle in and get sticky, because once you give it a few, you want to quickly start smoothing out and applying pressure on the fabric to make sure it sticks to the headliner. If it becomes wrinkled also, you can pick up the fabric before it dries out to fix them, but you definitely want to be quick with it because after it starts to get sticky, it's gonna just not want to be removed at all. So when it comes down to cutting, I made sure not to cut too much because you want to leave enough for yourself to fold over. Also, when it comes to the corners, you have to cut them in a way like this so they don't fold on top of each other, along with, you want to make it look clean, you know. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to make sure the fabric sticks and it's solid. But you want to fold the fabric where the dome light is. That's if you would like to. That's just something I did because I wanted to make another spot secured on the headliner. So I did leave the headliner overnight, but after that, when it came down to the other holes for the handles, I just poked holes with a nail, and what I used also to stretch out the holes after the nails was I just used like a center punch or like an alignment tool just to, like, you know, open the hole a little bit more, so just so you have enough clearance for when you want to put the screws and stuff back in. But like I said, that doesn't have to be perfect either. I did the same thing for the sun visor too, and like I said, that will also be covered up. But once you put the holes on everything, you'll be good, and then they'll be covered up. And then after that, you can finally put the headliner back in. But the rule of thumb is you do not have to follow everything I did. But guess what? Congrats, you did it. Alright guys, so the headliner is finally done. I got that bad boy nice and neatly put in the car. Man, what a process it was to get that done, you know. But I gotta say, it was a great experience, you know, something new to learn. I definitely suggest trying it out yourself and save yourself the money, you know. But one of the main things I say for this is definitely plan out, you know, have someone with you and give yourself a lot of time, you know. You don't want to be doing this like at nighttime like I did. I highly suggest that. And let me show you guys a better view of the back. As you can see now, there's no rips. It's a lot cleaner. But yeah, guys, I highly suggest to do this with someone and plan accordingly and give yourself a lot of time. It's possible to do this by yourself, but you know, when it comes time to, you know, put this bad boy back in, or, you know, putting the fabric on, keeping everything in place, it's it's a lot easier having someone else help you, you know. Shout out to my dad and, you know, my boy Nick P for helping me out with this. You know, I could have done it by myself, you know, we were all learning. So it was a great opportunity. So definitely give yourself a chance, give yourself time and plan out. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Stay tuned for more Corolla content. And Toyota crew, may you take care of yourself and be you. Catch you on the next one. Peace.